Hey guys, thanks for coming over again. Need to fix a lot of things. Right, Ignatius, what's the park? Which park sky is this? Is this the Bukit Jalil Park Sky? Would Park Sky residents build a bridge down to Bukit Jalil Park? No need, man. It's so close. It's really a street away. I don't think the bridge is required, lah. Right? The ID is around because the area is very big. So I think excluding aircon and the kitchen is around 38 to 40,000. I think, right, Ignatius? I'm not sure. You can actually get a free quotation, right? From the makeover guys. You can just go to our Facebook page and ask for a code, get a free code. So I think that is easier and faster. So yeah, it's pretty cool, right? The Park Sky is just amazing. It's so good. The facility, right? Hey guys, so Storms, what's your view on units in IOI Resort City? It's in Putrajaya. That's why it's not working. Storms. No, it's not because it's in Putrajaya. Just that it's a high rise in Putrajaya, right? A lot of people don't see. That's why they are pushing a lot in terms of promotions. You can see now 18 months, 24 months free installment, right? Because sales is not good, like Coronation and things like that. Hi Sean, not sure if you received an email sent by me regarding GRR. Yes, I just saw today. That's why because it has been a very, very busy week for me, right? It's so busy then with personal private work. Wow. Then when I open up and I look at the backdated emails, right? That's why I did the post in my Instagram and my Facebook today. I just want to show appreciation to all of you for all the time and effort and attention. Okay. GRR, I don't like it because it's just to address the fear of your unit not rented out. I don't understand what's the fear of getting your own tenants. You get what I mean? So let's say you buy a project today, you are so concerned about the returns, right, that you need to provide GRR. If, for example, if I don't see a GRR applied in a well done project, you don't have, so it means that if the project is that confident, right, you don't need a GRR scheme. And by the way, GRR means guarantee rental returns for those who are first time hearing this, right? Guarantee rental returns means that, okay, now I promise you 6% for the next 3 years, right? So for the next 3 years, whether or not I will give you 6% per annum in terms of returns. But there's a few cases already, especially in Johor, like GRR, right? The 6%, what they do is they also that's before all the management, all the costs and things like that. So they say 6%, yes, are correct. So per month, let's say you get 2,000 back, but our minus management, our minus this, our minus the fixing the plumbing issue, like minus, only I give you back the difference, not straight away, right? It's not straight away 6% for you. And guess what? All these are already included in the selling price. It means that, let's say 500,000, no people want to buy. Now I sell 600,000 by promising you 6% per annum for 3 years GRR. So 6% of 600,000 is like 36,000 only. Then I add back. Then I add back to the selling price. So I sell back to you only. So you are already buying at a premium. So to me, with GRR scheme indirectly means they are not even confident in the rental market. So I won't go for it if I'm for investment. Okay. Great question though, Helios. Helios, or I don't know how to pronounce. Okay. Eugene Chong. Hi Sean. Any idea to Johor Mount Austin new landed property? Planning to buy for investment. I think Mount Austin now it's boom right? I think in Johor, landed properties won't go wrong because the best performing property it's Terrace House in Johor. The only thing that to be mindful of would be the pricing, right? The guideline theory. If you understand the guideline theory, right? Let's say you want to buy this property, right? I will need to search the surrounding pricing first before going into it. Ignatius Tan, thanks Sean. You are most welcome. Most welcome. Yeah, because also I bought a unit opposite so the park, right? Oh, I went and walked the park already. It's awesome, right? Evening lah, morning lah, a lot of people one. Then like those people like don't need to work one. Helios currently looking at the phase 2. Yeah lor. So like because like now the price don't make sense. That's why a lot it's either they give you like 18 months installment lah, they give you GRR lah. But GRR to me it's not my first choice lah. Every time I listen that this developer is giving GRR, then I'm like, okay, yeah. Just try to keep away lor. But it's really up to you because like if you look at it, your calculator works, it fits your investment appetite, then I think you can go ahead. But to me, I will not choose such a project that needs to go GRR. Amir the Darling, hoping to see more updates towards the development code one day. More pedestrian bridge connections without resorting to ground level to transit between different building developments. I think this Amir is you're talking about in terms of local authority lah. I think right. Local authority only allows all these things to be built. Actually, like if you ask, right, a lot of developers don't mind building one because the cost is not really on the bridge. The bridge only costs how much, but it's the approval process to get a bridge up. That I agree, Amir. Right. So that is really the worst thing. Like back in the days when I was in the developer, right? Getting the process to build is so lengthy and so troublesome. It's more expensive than the bridge itself. Jim, hi Sean. I saw your video visiting Mahogany before. Did you manage to visit around? Ever go through Semanja, Good View, TTDI Grove? Any comments? Not really though. But it's along the Silk Highway lah. So in that Silk Highway, I think it's pretty cool. I think there I'm not like 100% every building I went lah. But it's okay lah. What are you trying to ask? Tiong Si, how Sean, your current setup better than just now? Yeah lor. So just now I tried to schedule. So when I scheduled, right, the camera that you guys are looking right now won't work. It just shows connected. Then it will directly connect back to webcam. So if I were to schedule, so if I don't schedule, then you guys don't know when I'm going live for. Yeah, so I'm trying to figure that out first. So thank you so much for like the 80 of you, right? Thank you so much for doing this. So yeah, I like this setup also. So like the Wi-Fi also. So I go in. I think previous session somebody asked me to reset the extender first. So I reset already. Like now it's like okay. Initial stun. Yes, wondering Park Sky residents Bukit Jalil will go up. I've always wondered if condos like that will appreciate in value. It depends on the rental price. Okay, so Ignatius, a lot of people and developments are revolving around pavilion. So all using pavilion as a selling price, right? As a unique selling point, selling price pula. Then that will create a lot of supply lah, right? But just that now the rental in Park Sky, let's say, is 4,000 for the biggest unit lah. So I think as long as you can still fetch the kind of rental, then I think it's gonna work. But the furnitures and the amenities and the facilities deck, right? June. Okay. CA242. Okay, hi Sean. Quick question. Your thoughts on own stay LH condo in KL. What is LH? LH is what? Own stay LH condo in KL. Since it does not have the same option of renewal as like or leasehold. LH. Okay. I think it's fine though. Uh, I think they will still have the renewal process one, sure got one. Just that it's a bit more pricey, right? So because when you are buying, right, you are already buying at a discount. That's why leasehold people needs to be a little bit more careful, especially if you have like another 40, 50 years left lah. Mm. But leasehold properties need not necessarily means it's less premium or less privilege. Yeah. Okay, Jim. Sorry, it's Vista my company. Yeah, I know. Amir, zero lagging on your setup now. Yay. Yeah. If not just now, I thought halfway stuck. Talk halfway stuck. Ayo. Want to muntah darah. Jim, as the Gazette still haven't out, is it safe to buy property that claim to have HOC benefits now, or better to wait longer? I think some developers already push that they have promotions already, so they already are absorbing the stamp duty, whether or not, right, the Gazette for HOC is done. They are already selling that they are claiming they are saving all those MOT and things really. Mm. Gear Axis, how come you know so much about property? Any books to recommend? Unfortunately, unfortunately, no Gear Axis. It's today there's a similar question this morning in Instagram. So I've started as a person who really got into real estate via my aunt lah. So she fetched me around when I was like 13 or 15. Then she starts collecting rent. Then I was witnessing her collecting rent. Then only I was curious and I asked like, why do people pay you every month for what? Right? What do you provide like in terms of service? No, they just use my space. Lor. That's when I really, really understood, right? Space is something that you need to pay for. Because usually like when you're a kid, right, you don't pay for rental, so you don't know, you need to pay for food, you need to pay for clothes, but you don't realize that you need to pay for space. So I realized that early. Then I went to architecture school. Then I went to raise my own education fund via becoming a real estate agent those days. Then I went to a property developer office. Then I came out and I do social media for properties. Then I'm now in the makeover guys. So every journey all revolves around different aspect of real estate. That's why I know more. And it's also because I like it lah. A lot of things, right, are unwritten and there's always changes. Nothing is fixed. And the sad thing is that the professionals would like to keep it to themselves. Because that's why you only pay them huge fees for certain things that don't even matter. Right. So that's where I really, really like this era. Social media has made has made contents like this democratized, right? Everybody can put what they want, and I choose to change. So I don't know whether you heard the story of how I started, right? It's when I was consulting a person, my client, on his 15 or 16 property investment. Then when I got home, my neighbor was quarreling. Then I go and ask my mom, Ma, why the next door is actually fighting lah? Like 5 adults, why fight every month? Every month also fight one, you know. It's because they cannot pay rent. So when you have one side, right, this man is actually considering cracking his head how to buy his 16 property. And this side, you have 5 family members, right, couldn't even pay rent. So what's the gap? So the gap is not so much on money or wealth, right? It's really about mindset and information and knowledge. And when you go and Google, not a lot of real estate management or anything to do with real estate knowledge in the internet, especially for Malaysia. So that's very sad. So I thought want to do something about it. And the journey of starting this channel, right? Pretty tough though, because it involves a lot of professions like land surveyor, like whatever questions that you guys are asking, right? Easily it's a few different, like you got the architecture side lah, you got the legal side lah, developer side lah, landscape side lah, lawyer side lah, agent side lah, investor side lah, banker side lah, So there's a lot of components to this thing called real estate. And fortunate enough, I realized that this is my passion. That's why it's very easy for me to just sit down and listen. So like especially like land law and valuation. A lot of people don't even know what's that. So but I score those papers during my masters lah. So right. Oh, talk so long already. Okay. Okay, Gear Access. Thank you so much. Uh, so books don't have lah. Maybe I write one. No. Okay. If I were to write one, right? I don't know what to write about leh. Really, like I have a website, right? But nobody go and see also. So like it's for me very difficult. So I'm now like trying to do videos instead. Personally, I learned via videos the most. So I choose video instead. The next one is like podcast. So you can also like subscribe to my Spotify channel. I think a lot of you all don't know that I have a Spotify channel. Okay. Uh, Jun Lam Sam. Jun Lam Sum. Jun Lam Sam. Okay. Any investment idea at Bangsa South Ara Damansara? Okay, Bangsa South now I think it's pretty matured already in terms of job opportunities, price appreciation, all done up already. The only part left would be the Central Park side by IJM. But after the highway is done up, right? Nothing nothing continued lah. Don't know why, right? And Ara Damansara now, I think there's some life to it because you can see like after SMW built Kantara, right? They mobilize all their other HQs and business units there, like the automobile, the plantation, the medical center, all they start putting into Ara Damansara already. So I think in terms of population, it start booming because the previous problem for Ara Damansara is all land, almost all land belongs to SMW. If SMW choose not to develop or put focus, right, there won't be any price hike. But the landed properties there are performing exceptionally well for the past 5-7 years, right? Past 5-7 years, it's just amazing. So landed properties there are like very very in demand. I would say a terrace house now easily 1.1 million intermediate. Oof. Christine Ng, hi Sean, yes, hi. Jim, visited Jen KL not too long ago, but can see their common areas defect here and there. The skirting falling already. Any other suggestion for residential condos near KL Central? Jim, you can just look into property portals, right? And state your criteria there. So it's easier to find like that than I were to suggest. Okay. That is a more effective manner. Swishy. Hi Sean, nice haircut. Yeah, I just cut today because I went and fixed my shoulder as well. So now, like every week, I need to go to I need to see my chiropractor because I had a pelvic issue. Because I work out too hard lah. Lift too much weight, they say lah. So now I'm actually fixing my shoulder because I want to lift heavier. Yeah, so today I went a bit too early, then I'll get my hair cut lor. What's your take on Perla Ara Central in terms of rental yield? Rental yield definitely because of the connection to the LRT station, right? Rental yield, I think definitely, and capital gains. That is something else because I have not really looked into what's surrounding that area. So yeah, rental I'm pretty confident. Capital appreciation because I have not studied. So what you can do, right, is you take your current price of property that you're looking into, right? Your current price, what's the price per square feet, and you look at bricks, what's the surrounding price per square feet now in Ara Damansara, closer to the MRT site. So you can look into like Ara Tray, you can look into what's it called? The one opposite the Symphony office one. The one next to then you can even take into account Potpourri. You can take into account the SAMW projects, the round surrounding Cheetah Mall as well, right? You just look at the latest transaction around that area, then you can roughly see a pattern, right? So I would do all that before deciding whether is there capital appreciation or not. But the winning part of your Perla already is already connected to Aradaman, to the MRT station. So that's cool. Hero Way. Hi, iherng. Recently rebuilt condo and found that emergency staircase is not built as per SPA. Yeah, I think I just saw your email today. Hmm. Okay, emergency staircase is a bit tricky, yeah, because in your SPA will state something like this: in any circumstance of compliance, right? Meaning when I submitted this building plan to the authority, right, they say that it's not required. The local authority says it's not required, but suddenly when I built halfway, maybe a change of a new officer at the top, they say that now you need to provide that extra staircase in order to comply in terms of firefighting. So only you can get your VP. Okay. So with that, then only they will need to comply before they can actually hand over the keys to you lah. So in that case, right, you cannot tell the developer, hey, you promised that here got no staircase, why here now got staircase? Because it's not a staircase for fun. It's a staircase for firefighting. So in case fire happens, right, that staircase can save your life one. Okay. So that is pretty tricky. That's why when you say emergency staircase, right, is it a fire staircase? So most likely yes lah, right? And I would suggest a few things to do. Number one, you write to the customer service of the developer that you bought from. That's number one. So you ask like, what's the official reply lah? Number two, is it obstructing your view in any way? Like for example, let's say my room was supposed to have this amazing view that you promised me when I bought. Now it's blocked. Hello, it's blocked. Suddenly this room, right, that has window one, suddenly no window. Then you can raise something lah. If not, right, it doesn't affect you at all, then I don't think you have a case. So, yeah, so that's my take, Hero. So yeah, lor, so like I think that emergency staircase, is it going to be obstructing your unit anyway? Or is it just going to be eyesore, or is just going to be so to me the first question is it a construction flaw? Maybe you can also DM me your, I don't know whether you got email me the name of the property. If you can email me again with the name of the property, right, then I can somewhat go underground and find who's the contractor and find out what's the story lah. Okay, so but officially my answer would be to find out from the customer service what's wrong. Is there like a official statement by the bomba stating that there needs to be this staircase in place before the building can be compliant of the CCC? Then only I can VP to all of my customers. Yeah, if not, if it's a construction flaw or a design error, right, then then only you can do something about it. Jim, too much service departments now, too high dense for me. Yeah, lor. But again, Jim, I think you are talking about Bukit Jalil, right? For the rest of, for everyone to understand lah. So yes and no, lor. So like if you look into Mont Kiara, is it too dense? Because because the makeover guy's office is in Mont Kiara, ma. So I everyday drive through Mont Kiara, right? I just look off. Why people still want to come here, right? I think I'm going to cover this in the next upcoming topic lah. So I just had this thought, I just wrote down somewhere. Convenience for landed property and convenience for service apartments, right? It's very, very different. Why Jalan Kiara, the one in front of One Mont Kiara Mall and 163 and all the Residency 22, right? That street, right? The rental is just amazing, you know. Like, why are the studios selling 1.3 million? Because they can rent out at 4,000. Crazy. Then like, why would people rent 4,000 in that area in comparison to the next street, where 4,000 you can get a 3-bedroom instead of a studio? Then you really like, when you really boil down, right? It's a door-to-door concept. The door of your main house, right, to the door of the shop front that you want to go to. So the door-to-door distance and door-to-door experience is very, very important in this manner. For example, right, if you stay in a condo, like suddenly like you really stay Park Sky lah. Hey bro, Jim, Jom, badminton. You need to leave the house, you need to lock your wooden door, your grill door, go take the lift downwards, go to the lobby, tit, go out again, sit in your car, drive out. Then you tit at the security guard, hey bro, then only you drive out to the badminton court, right? How many how many layers of security you have need to been through? But if you stay in a landed, right, today, hey bro, badminton, go downstairs, go out the gate, straight away in the car already, and you drive out already. So it's very, very different, you know. That's why like why I like Park Sky area, that park area, like especially with the Tropica Link 2 and shit, what's the name? Twin Arcs, yeah. Forget already, suddenly. You know, so all of them, right, have this quality of retail that I like. That's it, right? If I were to live in Link 2 today, I go downstairs only without taking my car. I got things to eat, places to cut my hair, and you got feng shui also to see lah. Master Bao is there. So that's the convenience that I'm talking about. So if I were to really need something, I can most likely get an electrical scooter, go over to Pavilion Mall already. It's not that far off, right? It's just like a 5 minutes walk only. Legit 5 minutes walk. So I'm not afraid of densities. I'm afraid of the lack of integration between components. If you get what I mean. So if you look into, okay, I'm not bashing, but if you look into Z Residence side, right, like Casa Green, Z Residence, Rains, and there's one more, Rose, I think, something like that lah. So the school there lah, right? So all those, right, when you need from Z Residence, let's say you want to go to the mama downstairs, the Nathan or Nathan, how you call it lah, right? I need to go downstairs, walk the main gate, then need to walk down the ramp, then only I walk to the end. Then that journey, if rain, how? Right? So it's not as convenient. But if you look into Mont Kiara, it's very, very connected. The pedestrian experience is very, very nice. And that seems to be the main differentiation factor for now. So when I see a lot of high dens, I'm not so afraid as long as they are integrated. Cool. Wow. Suddenly one statement like that triggered so much. Good job, Jim. Max Ong, is there a time frame to settle MOT upon BP for new properties? Yes. So, okay. Maybe I want to settle, want to answer this a little bit more detail. Last time, before the new Strata Management Act was gazetted meaning issued lah. A lot of people don't know how gazette, hamilai, right? Before it was revised into the new act, right? The developer, after they build the building, right, it's up to the representative of the architect to go to the local authority lah, get the surveyor plan lah, and to actually issue out the strata title. So when they get the strata title ready, most likely it's around 4 to 5 years standard. Then, like suddenly when I buy my first apartment, it was a sub sale. So I'm the second purchaser already, second batch already. Then only suddenly, one fine day, the lawyer called me, hi Sean, congratulations, good news, your strata title has been issued. I'm like, what? Then that's why last time, right? First time, the first batch of buyers, right, don't need to pay MOT, right? All only like the 4 to 5 years later punya orang, right? All need to pay MOT. So the first buyer saved it. Then I suddenly need to pay like 6,000, like 3,000 plus 4,000. Wow, suddenly, you know, and all cash. So what happens if I don't pay? Like to me, never mind, like you can keep the title, I don't need one. I'm fine. I can sell without the strata title anyway. So what you can, I also drag because I was like 23 that time, no money, but suddenly when you vomit out 4,000, where got money? So I drag also. I think there will be some minimal charges of interest and things like that, but mainly who is chasing you for payments are lawyers. That's the not so good experience part lah. Lawyers are chasing you for money lah, so that's scary. Now with the new Strata Management Act, what the government is trying to do is once you get your keys, once you are VP already, right, you will be issued with the MOT straight away because your strata title is immediately ready. So MOT for high rise, right, it's the issuance of strata title, same thing one, right? So that's where so strata title is your your name, so the transfer of name to this title from the developer to you. So yeah, you can drag. There will be some form of interest, but you won't go to jail. That's one thing. So just if you cannot pay, then drag first. Because it's a lawyer. So the experience a bit tricky. Everybody like, hello. And they ask for payment very professionally. One. Scary. Okay, Max Ong, I hope that answers. Tan Yu Chang, I think Tan Kinara will be completed by this year. Any plans to review this property? Yes. So every time people ask me, right, would you be interested to review, right? Definitely 100%. 100% I will say yes. Just it's up to my schedule right now. Okay, so what's happening now in my life, right? Few things lah. Because now after MCO already, fortunately the makeovers guys business has been picking up. Like usually we are doing better than pre-MCO. So thank God. Number two, family issues, because like don't know why, like last 2 weeks, right? I think those that was in earlier, they heard it. I lost a friend, a senior in my handball team last time. Then I also lost, so my wife's grandfather passed away. Very sad. So I didn't want to. So I was just sitting there contemplating, like, oh, life must be quite meaningful, right? Or you must be worth living, lah. So we must do our best to make it worth living. So yeah, lor. Then I was sent to Kuantan on Thursday because the hotel asked me to review. So even Kuantan also I went already. Then I'm getting some invites to go Langkawi as well to review. That's cool. Why? Like, why would you send a guy go there and see property? Che. Okay, so all those, right? That's why that results in the delay. Like delay is not also delay in uploads, like it's like 3 days only, ma. Then also with the series in the Sam W one, so the Sam W series, right? That is taking up a lot of time actually to prepare for the shoots and things like that. Not really me. I just sit there and talk like now, no script, nothing. But it's the team, so it's like a group. The organizer is like 12 to 15 people, just like looking at me, serving me and things like that, which is like insane lah. So again here, I just want to express my utmost appreciation to all of you, because with this channel only I get to sit there and share my opinions on things. Because if without you guys, right, I'm just another dude, like another weird dude that just talks on his own, no? Yeah, so that I really thank you all for supporting the channel. And yeah, let's get back to the Q&A. Talk too much already. Yeah, so yes, our review lah, Daniel Jiang. NW, wow, better internet today, congrats. Yes, finally I cracked it. Christine Christine don't know. Okay lah. Any good recommendations for property investment in Selangor area? Not so far from city. So I will suggest you to go through the 4 basics to find out what's the intention, right, for investment. Number 2, how much you are eligible for loan. Number 3, you key in those criterias, whatever, right, and go and check out 20 different properties. Landed, high rise, far, near, big, small, leasehold, freehold, old, new, yeah, everything. You go and check so you somewhat know what kind of appetite that you like, and don't buy anything until you visit 20 properties. If not, right, all the people first time they go sales gallery, kena already. Then only you shortlist to the last one. Then only if it's within your affordability and you make all the necessary calculations already, you know what kind of risk you are taking, and you know what kind of shortcomings that project has, then go ahead. Christine Ng, thanks for asking. Travelholic, I am someone who prefer to see and touch the items before buying. That is the reason why I have probably problem buying property under development. Showroom is not enough for me. Then you wait for sub sales lah. Not judging. Yes, my uncle also like that. So they will go in and knock, go and touch things, right? Go and touch the materials. Not everyone can imagine what's going to happen. I think a trick for you, right, Travelholic, a trick for you would be completed unsold units. Again, completed unsold units, which means like a lot of property, they finish building already, they hand over the keys already, but just that it's not fully sold. So the developers still have some existing units under their hands, which they can actually sell. And so examples of like Serini for the last weekend, I did it in Taman Malawati. You go there, you get to check the exact unit that you want to buy, then what kind of furnishing that they will be providing, the rental returns around that area, and yeah, the community there feel exactly what the view that you're gonna get. So usually on a normal circumstance, this requires premium, which means that the price that you're gonna buy at this moment of time is gonna be definitely higher than when we were buying via drawing. So yeah, also before pre-launch, then we will buy definitely cheaper. But when everything is completed and up already, right, you will need to pay slightly more. Get what I mean? So you guys will need to pay slightly more. So if that's okay, then I think you have a deal. Okay, Travelholic. Ignatius Tan, by the way, Sean, there is a TPM land phase 3 at the end of Jalan Jalil Perkasa 1. Do you know what is happening there? Won't that create more noise for residents staying at Park Sky? TPM is what? What is TPM? Is it like a TNB thing? TPM. TPM, it stands for what? Let me guess. TPM stands for the Property Malaysia. No lah. Okay lah. So you, Ignatius, let me know what's TPM. Amir the darling, thanks for the answer. I asked that question because in Hong Kong, buildings are so well interconnected. I am assuming they are all different owners too. Yes. Yes. Helios, I'm considering about GRR because I am working in Singapore, and with GRR, I don't have to travel to KL to manage my property. It does save a lot of time, and hoping to stay there after GRR contract end. Another way, right, Helios, another way is this. Maybe there's an option without GRR one, and you can get that property price cheaper. Then like because I'm very familiar, because in the makeover guys, we have a lot of foreign investors as well. So they come to us, right? Because we also have property management services by the property guys. So it's another sister company lah. So like after you furnish up the unit ready, so we even rent it out for you. If we rent it out for you already, then if you can, you are not free, then we will manage the property for you at 8% per year. So like let's say if your rental it's 1,000, they will collect 80 bucks lah per month. So those are another option. So if you don't want the property guys, also is fine. You can get your own. So there are such thing as property management companies out there already in KL. Okay, so not necessarily you need to go for GRR. So maybe you can ask the sales, hey, I don't want GRR, got ah. So if don't want GRR, what price can I get further? That one lucky best. Helios, love your new haircut. Yeah, because now this one easier to manage. And gym is back, so I'm heading to the gym every day at 6 to 7 or 6 or 7. Yeah, so I don't want to wipe too much. Yeah, this is like convenient. I used to want to go botak though, but my wife will kill me lah. Tiong Zi Hao, Sean, have you looked at Sunway Mont? Just completed. What do you think? I am going, I think, this week. I think I'm going this week. We just got the keys. There's a customer that asked us that engage the makeover guys already. So anyone who engaged the makeover guys, right, I will know lah. Because I'm the marketing manager, of course I must know, right? So that's where I get all the access to newly vivid projects. Great observation, bro. Jake Tan, are you an architect? I am not a registered architect. So architecture, there's like 3 parts: part 1, part 2, part 3. Like the 3 parts, of course. So it's basically a degree holder. Number 2 is masters. Number 3 is that you need to like practice. Then you go and take the exam and interview by the professional board of PAM, Pertubuhan Architecture Malaysia, Architect Malaysia. So that is when you get to sign drawings and the big bucks starts coming in. So I'm a part 1 kind of thing. So I was going for my part two actually. So the main reason why I went into real estate, start selling properties, is for me to fund my studies for my part two because I love architecture so much. I don't mind working for the education. Unfortunately, I realized after I start closing a few deals in property, I realized that maybe after I get my part two come back also tak jadi leh. Just like continue and see what I can do. That's why if you guys observe how I travel around the property reviews, right? Yeah, I'm very obsessed with like, why this architect do this? Why the orientation like that, this like that. But then the architects in Malaysia is a little bit more tight lah in terms of hand because ultimately developers makes the say. That's why I joined developer. Developers ask the architect to draw whatever and not really the architect really demands for the design to be and things like that lah. So unfortunate truth. Yes, there are projects where it's really dominated by the architect, but rare lah. Because in Asian countries, money still speaks the loudest, not art. Mm. Yeah. Joshua Chua. Hi Sean, what is your opinion on the prospect of new developments in Sri Petaling or Damansara Perdana? The difference is like in old addresses, right? What's going to be different is when you have a new element of infrastructure cutting through. And in this case, right, a lot of MRT is doing that to the existing addresses. Like you see, right, Puchong, suddenly it becomes even more booming because there's like 6 stations of MRT alone. And you look into existing addresses like what you just said, right? Where yeah, or Damansara Perdana. So Damansara Perdana, you don't look at it in a way where because it's quite deep inside. Then now with Dash, suddenly everything new comes out, right? So yeah, I think sometimes old addresses can be revitalized using infrastructures. But I got always look at facts. So like I'm more when it comes to investment, right? Nothing speaks louder than data. So data it means that incoming supply, which means like within the next year, how many more units is going to be completed? Let's say 20,000 units. Then you have one unit, right? How are you going to compete in terms of is there such demand for rental in that particular location, right? And then number two is the existing price surrounding. I know per square feet here is like 500, but this new property is 600. Why do you still want to go when it's already overpriced and it's already oversupply? Where there's oversupply means it's a comparison with the existing demand. There's no offices around here unless you have a city center, the next financial hub kind of thing happening, then maybe lah, right? Tommy Boy. Hi Sean, any idea on TR residence in Jalan Tun Razak? Nice. I like it. Okay, this is Razak TR residence, Razak City or the TT Wangsa one? Tommy Boy. Razak City, is it the TT Wangsa one or the Jalan Tun Razak one? Nashwin, look. Hi Sean, do you think when the developer already announced the condo will be ready on this date, instead it didn't meet to the expectation? So do you think developer can do that? Wait Nashwin, I'm trying to read your question. Okay. Sometimes when the developer announced, okay, guys, it's going to be ready on Q3. Q3 this year, we will hand over the keys to you, guys. Q3, But in your SPA, it's actually next year Q1. So when I say Q3, so it's to somewhat manage your expectation and maybe something happened like MCO, right? So it got delayed to Q4. They are not wrong. Because legally, I'm still handing over early to you. Because in terms of contract, by next year Q1 is the agreed date. Anything earlier than that is already a bonus. That's number one lah. I need you to understand. Okay, so because it's not like they have an official date. 19 September, I will hand over the keys to you. No, ma, right? So sometimes when we listen to different staffs in the developer office, we'll give you different answer as well. If you ask the project staff, they will give you a later date because they want to save their they want to save their job also, ma. You going why would I want to provide you so early to compromise? Because I will need to compromise my cost, I will need to compromise my quality to give the unit early to you. And now when I give you early, right, you don't appreciate. So then you come back to me saying that my quality very bad lah. You see rush here, rush there lah. Might as well I give you on the time agreed. But then if you speak to a sales staff, right, they will come, oh, we're going to be ready already. Because if you say it's not right, customers will bash them. Right? Unfortunately, lah. So that's the case most of the time. So I would always argue that is there an official statement? If there's no official black and white saying that, okay, developers, they announce at this date, I will hand over to you because that is already stated in your SPA. 36 months from the day you sign will be the day you get your property. The latest. If not, only they will charge and pay the late delivery charges. So I don't think it's a valid point for now unless it's black and white. Okay, everything in development goes black and white. Okay, Dan Wee Kyung. Hi Sean, any comment on Nice Pute? Just drive through. They haven't been there, so I don't know. Okay, Tae Wee Kyung. I don't know what is inside. Viv Bai. Hi Sean, what do you think of Axim Rosewoods? It's connected directly to the LRT stations, that MRT station, the Mohiba 1 station. That's exciting. But concerns of that area is the existing supply of it, mountains and mountains of buildings. But yours is directly connected, then I think it's a win, I think. It's up to the price. So definitely the petals, right? No, the petals, rosewoods, right, will be higher price in comparison to the surrounding because you're getting your unit 4 years down the road with the existing connection to the LRT. But at how much? So what I would do is I will look into the existing rental, see whether it makes sense first or not. But I heard fully booked already lah. I heard lah. King Kong. Hi Sean. Since you have bought a new condo, the next thing is to plan for renovations. How much per square feet you think is reasonable, low to high end? Any benchmark to follow? Because I work in the makeover, guys, I don't think. Okay, King Kong. So okay, I'm trying to make this as helpful as possible. I don't plan yet. Because like the unit I'm getting is also bare unit. So I don't know what's the existing bareness to it. Like kitchen, like maybe 4 feet only. I want a 10 feet maybe. So the makeover guys cost I'm very familiar. So a 3-bedroom is around 40,000-50,000. And it depends on the size of the kitchen as well, whether got kitchen cabinet or not, whether got aircon or not, then got electrical appliances or not. All that will fluctuate into it lah. So if it's for own stay, that's never ending. If it's for own stay, right, I can even put gold on my ceiling. That's to the extreme lah. So what I'm trying to say is that different materials place different price. Like the couch alone, right, a 3-seater settee can range from 5,000 to 50,000, up to you. If you got money, right, it's up for you to splurge. So there's no rough gauge, but I would suggest to set a budget, then work with it. It's way easier in that sense. So like a 3-bedroom, 50,000 can do or not? Can. 15,000 can do or not? Can. 500,000 do? Can or not? Can. Up to you. So I would say to agree on a budget first, then stick to it. King Kong? Your choice. Sakura Residence Sunway is kind of phase 1, got lots of discount, can buy. Why would you want Sakura Residence? So if you're going in for the Japanese technology, like the very light handle door, the sandwich walls, things like that, right? The staircase that is very accurately built. What I'm trying to say is there are way better options around Johor in comparison to that project lah. That's all I'm saying. Okay. Because I'm very, very familiar with that site. Very familiar. Tiong Zi Hao, to add King Kong question, what is the percentage of purchase price for annual for own stay? Yeah, so I just mentioned it's up to you. I've seen people, the unit is 1 million, they spend 1 million on renovation. Do I judge? No, they got money. Yes, right? Then I also see people with 2 million house, but they just buy it with their, I think they use their lever to buy lah. They got no money to do furnishing, so they furnish room by room every year. First they do the master bedroom, then they do the smaller bedroom, then they do the living room, then they do the dining room, then only do the kitchen. Yeah, also got. So to me, no, because everyone will fix an amount, a percentage, right? Let's say 30% if for own stay. If my house is 9 million, does it mean I spend 3 million? Tak mungkin ma. Right? Cannot be ma. So if I were to buy, so like, okay, another thing lah. So if I buy a star residence, 1.6 million, it's a 600 square feet only. But then if a 1.6 million, if I buy a Kajang 2-story semi-D, also 1.6 million, does it mean I also spend the same amount of 30%? Again, also, this kind of scale, right, don't really make sense one. Because, wow, imagine, you just think of it like 30%, right? 1 million is 30,000. So you spend 50,000 on 600 square feet, wow, it's going to look super good. But you spend 50,000 on a 2-story semi-D, right? Like nothing only, you know. Okay. W. Wong, hey Sean, do you think Tropica will build a bridge to Bukit Jalil Park? No lah, I don't think so lah. I don't think so lah. Right? So, of course, I would prefer if they build lah. Don't get me wrong. Of course lah. So, because building the park, bridge to the park, right? Will I want it? Because convenience and security, right? Doesn't go, they go different direction, right? Let's say the more connected you are to a lot of things, the more security points there will be. So the higher the maintenance cost. You get what I mean? So yes and no lo. Chandrukasan Ram. Chandrukasan. Can you please advise me on RT Cheras for staying now on future investment? It's a commercial and leasehold. I feel very affordable for me as a first-time home buyer. Does it have any pros and cons? Have you checked out any other properties there in Cheras? Right, when you say it's affordable, right? Really, I think it's because you are enticed by the promotions only. Okay, so I think you're emotionally got affected or got started because of the promotions that they are doing right now. I would suggest to chill a bit, right? Go check out other properties in Cheras. There's abundance in Cheras. Abundance. Why must you go with RT Cheras? That's my first question. Number two, you know it's leasehold already, you know it's commercial already, but why you still so excited towards it? You already have your answer. Okay, thanks. Kelvin, please don't muntadara. James Lee, hi Sean, in your opinion, are property investors being affected from MCO? Tenants move out, didn't pay rent, etc. No leh. But I do see. Okay, so in the makeover guys, we advise our customers to provide 30% discount in your rental during this period. So in this 3 to 6 months, right, a lot of people gave discount. I think it's good because okay, this is going to get a bit more technical. If you have a 30 years loan, right, your loan amount, let's say is 3,000 per month. Wow, 3,000 a lot. Okay. 70% of it goes to the principal, 30% of it goes to interest. it means, right, in a 3,000 amount monthly installment, 900 goes to interest. So when the moratorium kicked in, interest are waived. So 900, right, is actually waived. So what we suggest our property owners is to provide this discount. So yeah lor. So a lot of people, so that's the thing, when you think about a lot of people like got their job revoked and things like that, that affected the upper class, not the upper class also. Hmm. But so far, right, our most of our tenants didn't move out lah. Like personally, I'm very fortunate that I got my unit rented out during MCO. That's pretty awesome. Not really, not really. Because one thing like credits, right? Again, I always say this. For those who are working in the front line during the MCO, right? Thank you very much, because like now we are living as if COVID didn't happen already. Yeah, you have some new norms and things like that, but we are recovering so fast really. But if you look into US and other countries, right, they are still fighting the virus like very badly. But we are like macam yay, going back to work already, right? So fortunately to have you guys, and I'm very very fortunate to be in Malaysia. A lot of people still say that our kind of system kind of suck. Like to me, I disagree. Like we managed 3 months, right? We got in this virus, like che, right? So thank you very much again for those who worked in the front line. I really, really appreciate it. Okay. Kelly boy, hi Sean. Want to ask if there's anything we can do if the common facilities end up to be very different from what we've seen from the brochure. Although I know brochures showing designers illustration. Unfortunately, no. No. Because everything, right, based on black and white, that's how we mentioned, right? If you look into your SPA drawings, the schedule G, or schedule J, forgot already. I don't know which schedule. They what they do is they list out only. They list out the facilities that they are going to provide only. So it's in a statement, it's in a word form. There's no pictures to tie to it. So whatever that is in the brochure, it's very clearly illustration purposes only. You cannot take that to court. No stand, bro. I understand the frustration, but that's how it is lah. Simon Lee, hi Sean, nice to meet you again. I'm the guy bumped into Sunway Geo. Yay! Yeah, so how's my physio? Oh, your name is Simon. You didn't even say. but thank you. But thank you for saying hi lah. So one thing, you're super tall. Yeah, I'm getting my shoulders fixed right now, so I can continue doing my keeping pull-ups in the CrossFit gym. Yeah, so thanks for saying hi. I appreciate people for saying hi all the time, because I'm not like those singer where people come screaming at me lah. So yeah, I appreciate all the attention, bro. Ray Tan, hi Sean, what do you think of Kuchai Central? I quite like their duplex design, but it's available level 3 to level 7, where G and 1 is shop lot and located at crowded place. So worth to buy for own stay. Ray Tan, because it's an own stay, I don't think I can advise, because for example, some people like to be next to Pasar Malam. To them, it's convenient. Some people, worst nightmare is to be next to Pasar Malam, because it's noisy, it's dirty, a lot of rats, then traffic congestion and things like that. Okay, so one same thing, you will have people reacting differently to it. So because it's your house, your own stay, right? I think you have to talk maybe with your family or your wife or your whoever lah that's going to stay with you. Ask their opinions first. Another thing would be to consider, will it be convenient to leave? Let's say if you were to wake up there, what would you see? Like in your morning routine, you wake up, you go have breakfast, where to eat, then you need to fetch your kids, then you need to go to work. If you don't need to work, then never mind lah. Then on a weekend, when you wake up from bed, you want to go golf. Like if you're a golf person, you want to go swimming, you want to go gym, or you just want to go cafes, or you just want to chill at home. Then how's the internet and things like that? Try imagining yourself on a weekday and a weekend. Oh, I just came up with a theory. Weekday, weekend theory. Che. Weekday, weekend theory. Also imagine yourself a day in weekends and a weekday in that exact location or project. Then you know whether you can live there or not. Okay. Nashwin, Sean normally for leasehold property where it is near to the end terms already. What government will usually do? Because I'm in Starbuck area and mostly are all leasehold. Okay. Leasehold means the land belongs to the state government. So after there's been a few cases in PJ where after the term ends, the owner don't want to renew, the state government takes back the land and they can do whatever they want with it. You can renew when it reaches 30 years or 20 years. 30 years. I think when you reach 30 years, you can actually renew. You have the options to renew. The issue and challenge is a lot of financiers, a lot of end financiers, which means a lot of banks don't like leasehold property. Because dulu last time there's no such valuation or data lah. That leasehold properties will be so expensive. Imagine like for example the terrace houses in front of Sunway Pyramid. They are selling 1 over million or so for corner lots. You tell them you tell me after 50 years, right, cannot sell because the bank don't want to value. Yeah lor. So those are the scenarios where it's not a big thing that we have a lot of expiry of lease yet. That's why it's not a concern now. Now concern is affordable still. Everybody's still talking about affordable properties. Never ending on this topic. Yeah lor. So I think that would be a more legit one. But if you're buying a 99 one, like basically go ahead, bro. 99 years is actually very, very long. Just come to think of it, right? How long do you stay in one house? 20 years, right, is for 2 generations really. So no worries like, if you're buying new. Unless you're telling me, hey, I want to buy a property, right, left 40 years only. Different. JJ Ng, hi Sean, what do you think about Semenye area in terms of appreciation? Considering all my main actions and family is in Cheras, where would Eco Forest good for own stay? No. Not really though, JJ Ng. Okay. Semenye is this. It's a very, very serene place to be in. Definitely. And at a discounted rate as well. Very nice. That's what they are trying to sell you. But if everything in your life, right, is in Cheras, why would you want to stay there? Just because you need a terrace house, or you want a landed house also. That's the cultural aspect that we discussed last week, right? And in one of the videos, I forgot already. Why are we so obsessed with terrace house? Why? Because ultimately, right, like now, a lot of people, like in the emails as well, they told me they bought a house in around Kajang, Semenye area because it's cheap. It's their dream to own a terrace house. Congratulations. But then almost every day, they travel to KL. Then my question is, why? You spend so much time in traveling, I believe that's my principle. The ultimate measurements of life is time. Not money, time. So after time is energy, then only money. So if can manage, if so in my rule of my life lah, right? If money can buy energy and time, I will do it anytime without even flinching. Okay, so with that, I hope that you reconsider. Because it only makes sense, right, for me to stay in Semenye now, is that my job and office is in Semenye. You get what I mean? So if that is not happening, right, then it's going to be pretty tough lah. So a lot of people who stays in Semenyi, they are office in Balakong area, Kajang area, right? So it's very close. Fine, cool. If not, please do reconsider. Mm. Maybe if you really want to test it out, right, go rent a place in Semenyi and try to live for a month, maybe 3 months. Then you will know what I'm saying already. Okay, JJ. William Tang, hey Shen, you first started vlogging. What was the goal and mission you had? It was so blur. Have you guys seen my first episode 001? I don't know what I was doing at all. It was with the intention of showing people what to look for when you go property visit. Because a lot of people don't like property visit because they don't know what to see also. It's like me putting myself in a enclosed space with another agent to sell me that house only. So that was always the experience. But so I was always that friend where everyone see me, hey, you see the real estate guy is here. Because that's all I talk about. I only talk about either real estate or property or both. Never anything else one. So that's why I started the channel, because I don't want to repeat myself. That was the initial part of it. Hey, service apartment and condo got difference. Okay, look at this clip. Hey, leasehold, freehold, which one can buy? Look at this clip. So sooner or later, right, it kind of got a little bit more view. Then like, okay, I need to get serious. I cannot be looking so terrible in front of camera already. Okay, then I start picking up lor. So that's how I started lah. Because I started off with the old laptop webcam again. Whoa, it was terrible. My God. Right, William Tang, thank you very much for asking. Chandru, is Cheras Taman Mida a good place to buy? I don't mind the gem, like for future perspective. Does the place have future? Cheras, yes. Okay. But with future on how much you can get, that I don't know lah. I don't have a crystal ball to predict lah. Why I say yes initially is because of infrastructure. You can see the amount of infrastructure in Cheras now is like insane. The MRT literally just changed the landscape of Cheras. Now with TRX coming up again, Maluri area is going to explode. Okay, Chandru. Makasaro. Hi, Sean. Do you think it's a good idea to purchase subsale a 2012 leasehold apartment? 8 years lah, right? Oh, okay. I currently rent there and the money payment is almost the same as my current rent. By the way, it's in Kota Damansara. I think it's okay though. I think it's okay. 廖文轩律师. Amazing, Sean. Keep it up. 廖律师，我们可以合作，廖律师。So I think there's a lawyer here. Yeah, like if you guys have any like legal questions, right, do like hit it up now. Leverage on his existence right now. There's a lawyer. So what does it mean I need to take care of what I say now? No lah, don't care lah. Okay. Chai Pun Woon. Hi Sean, newbie here. I would like to ask what happened if I cannot afford the property installment, especially during this pandemic. What alternative we have? Who can we sell to? Okay. Tricky, okay? Very tricky, Chai Pun Woon. When you say cannot afford means like absolutely cannot afford. Okay, because right, this pandemic, what was the best move by the government, in my opinion, is the moratorium. If you look into your monthly expenses, right, how much goes to installment? Your car lah, don't even say house yet, like your car. A lot of people like now. So this is something I'm going to make into a video as well. So the concern I have now for everyone is we think we are rich because the payment for all the installments are not in yet. So you don't have to pay your car loan, your credit card loan, your insurance, and your house. That is around 70% of everyone's expenses generally. So that's pretty scary, you know. So you have all this cash floating around that doesn't belong to you and you think that it's yours. So now a lot of people go around traveling really, going around buying stuff really, which they don't need. Then I suddenly go and eat pretty good stuff and like, hey, October is coming, you know. The moratorium is going to end at September. What are you going to do then? Okay. That's one of the videos that I'm trying to make lah. Number two, in your case, right? How bad is bad lah? Like I think we still have another 2 months to go. That a lot of things can be done, right? Maybe if you're, I will need more context, like who to sell to. I think if you can look for buyers immediately, yes, then you can lah. Then like why you cannot afford a property? Is it existing property that you are staying, or it's just a property left hanging there for no reasons, for because when you had a lot of money you just leave it there empty. So I will need more context so I can advise you better. Chai Pun Woon. Or you can email me taniherng@gmail.com, taniherng@gmail.com. Then I will see what I can suggest, right? Because it's very personal lah. Then maybe if you don't share it here, I totally absolutely understand. But okay, a few variables lah. What property is it? Is it the one that you're currently staying? Then we are in a very serious discussion. If it's just another investment property, then it might get you into trouble where you want to auction it off. Then what is the severity? Like money installment 12,000 or monthly installment 1,002? Different. Okay. So I will need more context, yeah. Ong Junzi, what do you think about Lily Apartment Rumah Whip at Kujai Entrepreneur Park? Would you buy a condo highest floor level 36? It is very hot during the day and very cold at the night. What's your opinion on this? It's okay because I'm not at home during daytime. Okay lah. So if it's for own stay, right? Because personally, again, my principle, I don't touch Rumah Whips or Rumah Selangorku or Prima lah. Okay, but I do I always encourage like youngsters, right, to buy those as own stay, because they are mostly in superb location at a discounted price. So if they tell you they cannot sell within 10 years, right, I'm fine because it's for my own stay. So that is the original intention of the products. So that's something I want to just let you guys know first. So like level 36, I think I'm fine. Because I think my latest unit also I buy level 30 something one. Hot or not, right? I don't think hot will contribute at all. Unless it's the penthouse. Unless it's the penthouse, then it's a very different thing. Okay. If your level 36 is the penthouse, then I will look at the roof structure. Okay. So certain buildings, right? Yeah. Okay. Let's use this. There's this thing called the safari roof, which I think is heavily adopted in nowadays. So if this is the penthouse, just assume this is the penthouse. Okay. There's a apartment here, so you are staying here on this level, right? So the amount of heat that is captured via the concrete slab above will directly translate into your room. Yes, that's true. What people are doing right now is they will cover the tower with another layer of roof. So like the open car park, like your Jasco punya car park, right? Some they open, then they just put up the shield like that, so air can actually move out the heat. So your roof is actually more covered. And do you guys know like shaded and non-shaded, right? So for example, like now, let's say this is a sun, okay? Shaded area and non-shaded area, right? The difference of temperature is like 2 degrees Celsius. Very serious. So that's why when architecture days, we talk a lot about blocking the sun one. Like louvers design, facade design, right? All those makes a lot of sense to us. But I think heat is not the greatest concern. Jun, Ong Ji-jun. I think it's the leakages. Okay, penthouse, no joke one. So let's say if your roof leak and the water falls into your ceiling, right? It's the entire management committee's problem. Because, bro, the roof leak, right? So roof is a common area, So common area, then there's this buzzing sound, wait. So when the roof is leaking, then it's everyone's problem. So when it's everyone's problem, they need to have meetings after meetings in the unit that suffers the existing problem. Hey bro, water are leaking already, lah. You don't want to do anything about it, man. Oh, meeting still meeting, don't know who will do. We must get price comparison lah. We must get who to do lah, and what is the extensiveness, what's the severity of the damage lah. Yeah, so that will be the bigger concern instead of just the heat lah. Okay. Kevin Wong. Hi Sean, emailed you your few days ago about Tropicana Gardens. I was supposed to go yesterday. Okay, I was supposed to visit Elderwees yesterday, but unfortunately Vincent, so my agent friend in Tropicana is Vincent. So I think business has been very good to him, very kind to him. I think a few of you also met him before. Super friendly guy and knowledgeable. I kind of like the place, really. So since Block A, since Arnica Bayberry days, right, I've been eyeing on it really. So at that time, my financial situation, I kind of got stuck and burned by my investment. So yeah, lah. So I'm always very positive. Just something to note, Tropicana Gardens, because it's so successful, right? It's selling at a premium of 20 to 25% higher than the surrounding. So there's a huge premium to be begin with lah. So, but people still buy because the confidence that they portray, the convenience of the location. Like in the back, right, you have the golf course. In the front, you have the LRT connected you to Giza, Nexus, then Kota Damansara, all the job opportunities. Then you have a medical center upcoming. Then, so in terms of all other things, that's why they have that confidence to price it at a premium. So if you down your calculation, the potential rental returns is there in terms of ROI, then I would think it's a very good buy. Okay. James Lee, what's your Spotify channel name? Yeah, it's the same. iherng. iherng. So cool fact, when a lot of my colleagues they go to work, they on Spotify and they listen to me lah. So instead of watching my face. So it's iherng. Dennis Wong, sup Sean, my plan has started with Kelly. Hopefully all will be good thanks to you. Yeah, she is extremely professional. She's a working mom. So that's why I have utmost respect for working moms. So that's why I can never say that I'm busy. If you realize, right, I will never use that. I'm busy. I cannot do anything. Nope. So I always think that mothers with children, right, are the most geng chao respectable people. How they can juggle between work and children and family, then they need to serve. Okay. So I hope she will be helpful, right? Arthur Chia. Hi Sean, I signed my SPA. My developer said that they're gonna wait for the instruction from government. They didn't collect the loan stamping from me. How does this HOC work at this stage? Okay. When government announce something, right, it may be something that they just discussed and agreed on the previous day one, especially when MCO all highlights are on them, right? So when the Prime Minister announced something, the Bank Negara, the radar, and the housing ministry, they will all need to have sit together. Hey, how is this going to work? Our boss announced already, Then only they will start to sort out all the details and things like that. Because like the previous discussion was, hey, sub-sale got or not? Don't know. New property only, don't know. RBGT how? Don't know. Nobody know one until black and white comes out. So some developers are already absorbing the MOT, regardless whether the HOC is actually gazetted, because that was part of their campaign already. That's why you can see certain property developers, right? Now they are selling like hotcakes, but some they still wait and see. So that's the difference. And in your case, if they say wait, then wait lor. Because until there will be an official statement from all ministries and the bank saying that, okay, this is how it will be absorbed, then they will have a green light and go ahead. Okay, so I hope that answers Arthur. Andy Ho, PhD. Wow. Dr. Ho then. Dr. Andy Ho. Hi Sean. What do you think of a 3 million ringgit bungalow in Setia Eco Shah Alam? Can you do a video on one, please? I have a semi upcoming. Not bungalow lah. So I think Setia Eco Park. You missed the word. It's Setia Eco Park. What do I think? That's the land of the gloves. So every glove companies, right? If you guys realize, every glove company, all their bosses all based there, and workers based there, management all based there. So I'm pretty confident lah. So means that feng shui really did something really good there lah. Okay. Tracy Sue. Hi Sean, any review on Kantara soon? I'm not sure VP, I think VP Ying lah. So I think we have a lot of audience that actually bought Kantara. So I'm up for visit anytime. And for those who want to do a makeover also, you can actually book slots with it. So if you book early, right, you get discount. So this is something that I push my boss to do lah. So hey, people want to do, but they want to ask for design first, ask for quote first, can or not? Can. So for those who are getting your units repeat pretty soon, right? What you guys do can just go to our Facebook page, talk to Lisa, ask that, hey, I've heard, right? Sean said got a pre-VP package. So like you pay 1,000 but you get 2,000 in value already. They will free this for you lah, free that for you lah, all this kind of stuff. So again, I'm just trying to, because I'm so familiar with the whole handover process, right? And I know what are the things that I can prepare first that I want to prepare before I get the keys, ma. And I want to minimize downtime as well. So once I get the keys, I hand over to you guys for a free defect check. Then by the time you hand over to me with tenancy agreement, ideal scenario. Okay, that would be the best lah. So can't wait. Do you have a unit, Tracy? 775 subs with 3 videos. That's your name. Somehow I just discovered your channel through a recommendation for this live stream. Yeah, hi man. Hi 775. JJ iherng, what do you think about the address in Taman Desa? I think it's okay. It was in that location, right? A few things happened. One is the land scandal because of the neighboring project lah. So what they do is they quarreled very long. Then number two is when the construction actually collapsed. So that's another scandal. But in terms of location wise, I kind of like it because it's quite accurately priced. Kenny Cool, hi Sean, what do you think about the new D series condo from Axiom in Damansara Perdana? I'm concerned about the supply. Enough said. Okay, Kenny. Jun Lam Sum. Hi Sean, I'm looking at Bandar Bukit Raja demand from new gen and also foreseeable move in population from the working opportunities. What's your take in between this and Ara Damansara for investment? Your investment is what? Capital appreciation or rental returns? Jun Lam Sum. So because if you buy Bandar Bukit Raja, it's all capital appreciation, landed ma. But what I like in that area is that a lot of modern industrials companies are setting up their base there. So job opportunities will be in abundance. That also applies to Ara Damansara because Sam Dhabi is pushing a lot of offices of their own in that area as well. So now it's really like, are you getting a terrace house in Bandar Bukit Raja or are you getting an apartment in Ara Damansara? AW, what do you think about the project in Taman Santex? Velocity 3, UCT 3 versus Emerald 9. Similar. Both similar actually. They are very self-sustaining, but if you look into the bigger macro, right, what else can the location offer? So yeah, and I need to know what's your intention. Is it for own stay or is it for investment? Luvin Vishnu, any good suggestions to buy a condo below 400,000? A lot. maybe you can put in your price and search from property portals. Then you'll get a lot of different properties around lah. Okay, Vishnu, go and look at property portals. Tiong Zi, how Sean? Buying a 10 years condo quite difficult to get capital appreciation and good rental compared to buying new development in similar location. Generally true. Nope. Nope. Capital appreciation, yes. Rental, not really. Because if you can buy a sub-sale, right, you are buying certainty really. So if you know the property price is not going up really, then why buy? And you won't buy an old property for capital appreciation because it's either for own stay or you know the rental there is very good. That's why you buy ma. Right? So yeah lah. Vincent Tan Zhiwei. Hi Sean, what do you think about townhouse? Two-story landed, first floor and second floor, different owner, pros and cons. Townhouse is really sandwiched between a terrace house and a condo lah. But townhouse behaves like a landed more, which means right, in terms of capital appreciation, you tell people right, hey, I have a townhouse, oh, landed way. So the capital appreciation is way better than a condo. But it depends on what kind of townhouse, because townhouse design, right? I think now Sunway's one has the best townhouse design. So like Montana is actually townhouse in where is it? Taman Melawati one. No. The one opposite the PVs in Tar College one. Shit, what is that place called? Taman Melati lah. Taman Melati, not Melawati. Taman Melati. Like their townhouse, right, is very nicely designed and it's 1/million townhouse. So 1 million there or 1 million in condo. So you then compare 1 million condo is a 3-bedroom, townhouse is a 3-bedroom. But capital appreciation for townhouse definitely will be higher on a long run. But then ROI wise, you won't get as much because apartments generally get higher ROI as well. So that's the difference if I were to really compare lah. Okay, fat fleas. Given the relatively trying to read too fast already. Given the relatively high cost of property management and taxes for non-residents, do you feel it's still viable to invest for non-residents? What do you mean non-residents? Because property management and tax, right? Resident or non-residents, the same one. What do you mean non-residents? Because we still pay the same cukai the same. If you are a foreigner, you won't understand cukai pintu lah. So fat fees, maybe I think whatever property tax, right, and management fees, maintenance fees, all the same one ma. Whether or not if you are a PR or not. So maybe you can clarify your question because we are still investing, right? Dr. Andy Ho, can you give out your email address, please? TANIHERNG@gmail.com. TANIHERNG@gmail.com. Or you can just go to Instagram, IHERNG, you can find me already. So Instagram, I will reply a bit more promptly because like it's always on the go ma. Email, I will just sit down and there will be higher chance of me doing a video back ma. Gerard Tang. Hi Sean, what are your considerations when you select your floor level when purchasing your unit at Tropica? It was available. Didn't put a lot of thoughts to it actually. So it was available. Then I think it's okay, then I buy. Yeah, because level. So sometimes it's this. That's why when I spoke, right? Sales staff has these techniques that they will choose units for you already. So roughly, I know you like 2-bedroom, right? 3-bedroom or 2-bedroom, right? It's okay, 2-bedroom. I have 2 units actually. One is level 18, one is level 28. Do you like high floors or mid floors? Yeah, because the difference is 10,000. then you were like, because right, so you need to decide between two only instead of deciding between 28. So what's the difference between 27 and 28? You won't know also, right? So unfortunately, that's human being. We can't really decide that easily. Yeah, so in my case is that unit came out because the loan got rejected. I don't know whether is it really rejected or not, but that was the story lah. So I'm okay with that height. Then I went with it. Like 30 something floor lah, quite high one. Dennis Tan, hi Sean, do you know about my home 2.0 campaign? On the 30K subsidy on for first time home buyer, am I still eligible if I previously purchased a commercial property? I think so. I think so, Dennis. The where I'm coming from is that they will look into your secrets. So when you say previously purchased, meaning have you sold it? So if you hold it, then I think it's a bit tough lah. But if you sold it before, then I think it's fine lah. Dennis. Yeah, so my friend got it. A lot of my friends got this first time home campaign. So they tell me down payment paid by government. Huh? Got such thing one? Yeah, lor. Actually, a lot of initiatives, right, are introduced by our government. Just that a lot of people choose to not know or choose to not find out. Then they keep. It's very easy to just say, "Aya, house very expensive. Government don't help one. Like this, my home. A lot of people don't know also. So thanks for sharing, Dennis. Thank you very much for sharing this campaign. Wong86. Hi Sean, what's your opinion about Setia Alam Eco Gardens Huni around 400 per square feet? Is it a good place for investment? So I didn't really go into it. I went into Tuai instead. Where's the brochure? Ta-da! Yeah, yes, I went to Tuai instead. I just went and checked like last week. So wait Lim Jui Sing. Drink water, drink water. Maybe this can be a game. Every time Sean drink water, everybody drink. Okay. I think it's a new brand by EcoWorld to really strip down whatever unnecessary things. Just like how Prima does it. I went to a Prima house today. Awesome place. Awesome. A lot of learnings for me lah. And I will put it in the video next week. Okay. The thing is, what they are trying to do is to just match the product in accordance to the affordability of the residents there. If I can continue put in more Changi design, more Changi things, right? But people are not going to buy, no point. So it's their initiative. So if you're okay with whatever changes they've done in Huni, right, I think it's pretty good. So if you are buying the cheapest product within the area, right, it's always a good thing. Okay, they call it the poor man's theory. Yeah, so you just be the lowest price unit in an address, right? That puts you in a very good place to begin with. Okay. Great question though. Fujin Liao, what are your thoughts on Gokoland's Emerald 9? I think it's ideal for both investment and own stay, yet to decide. Ha 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 ha. I think so too. So if I didn't buy the one that I buy, I actually want to buy that one also. But what is the concern is the immediate surrounding. So it's a mixed development where you have office, malls, retails, everything. So it's a very self-sustaining, and it's a TAD, like not TOD. So it's an adjacent to the LRT station one. So I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, I think it's okay lah. So but you need to compare that with U City lo, because it's almost like job one. Don't know whether same architect also or not. Because it looks exactly the same. So maybe you want to you want to get that cleared up first before actually going for Emerald 9 lah. And their sales package now is very attractive also. Like booking fees are very low only. Direct box. The the Park Sky versus Skylux. I haven't been to Skylux yet, so I will arrange. I think one of the audience offered his unit. So okay, immediately before even going to Skylux, right? Skylux is a point, is a needle only, fully residential. I think there's no commercial support at all, except the rojak stall in the front. Hey, the rojak actually not bad. I went and eat, not bad. So immediately you don't have all the commercial elements. Like you look into Sky, no, if you look into Park Sky, downstairs you have the dentals, the kopitiams, the studio already. Behind you have all the shop office, the shop officers already, and pavilion is coming up. So it's already different in that way lah. So if you want to be away from the action, like these are all the action, you want to be away from it, then I think it's fine. So this quality is either good or bad lah. So if good, if people at that price, they want more privacy, they don't want anybody to just walk around their front door, right? Then okay, that's why people will pay premium for it. But then some people think that yo, I'm not going to eat, I need to walk so far. So it depends on how the reaction of the residents now lah. But looking at the price, Skylux has lower density than Park Sky. That's why the capital appreciation side will be a bit higher like, in terms of potential. That's based on the data that we see before. Lower density products generally will have higher capital appreciation. By the way, glad that your channel exists. Thank you very much for supporting. So I think vice versa, because if I were to do this, one thing like whether or not this channel will have a lot of supporters, right? I was going to do it anyway. So I was very ready when last time I make videos, right? Nobody watches, so I will just upload it for myself. Because I just like property so much, right? And every Saturday, Sunday, when I got time, I will arrange with agent. I will arrange with the property developers. Hey, I want to see your show unit, can yeah, so might as well just document it and put it up here so everybody can see together. So thank you for actually following the channel as well. Gerard Tang, hi Sean, how do you choose Tower A or Tower B when purchasing your unit? I clearly know I want the golf course view. Clearly, I wanted a golf course view. So golf course view, I will decide between Tower A, B. B will have a direct better one, but A has more discount. And how do I decide between A and B? Yeah, so the unit that I wanted, okay, so when I get that level, right, let's say for example, level 33 or 34, I forgot already. So yeah, you see, the fact that I forgot, right, it means that it's not that important. So at level 33, Tower A and Tower B, what's the price difference? And what's the difference in view? So does that difference in view equals to the difference in discount of like 1%, if not mistaken, right? So that 1% can be 7,000, 8,000. So it's really up to you. So for me, at level 32, right, generally what you see is like very nice already or 33. You don't know whether what floor already you 30. Okay, in this discussion, let's say it's 33 what 30? You see, it got me thinking already. What floor already Okay, what I'm trying to say, sorry, what I'm trying to say is that at that level, right, 33, 34, 35, right, all generally the same already one. Just that you need to decide you want to face the swimming pool side, so you get the Bukit Jalil view, or you want the golf course view. So to me, I want golf course view. That's how I decided. Then type B or type C, the different layout. So that was more of a bigger discussion for me than what level it is or different towers. So it's best that I want to get Tower A because it's the lowest price. So just now the poor man's theory also. So I want to get the lowest price possible for the unit that I want. So because Tower B, same unit, right? Same view, not necessarily. Because when you sell, right? Just imagine when you sell in the future. Hey, this one got golf course view. You won't tell me got Tower B golf course or Tower A golf course, ma. Only no one will compare like that lah. So like, hey, this one how much or this one selling 15,000 more expensive for Tower B. Then I'll buy Tower A lor. So that's how I think lah. I may be wrong. I don't have the. I may not be right also. So it's really up to you lah. Okay, but great question though, Gerard. Great question. Z-Eyes. What do you think about Cyberjaya, particularly Eco Glades? The higher price worth it? Eco Glades. I don't see capital appreciation. That's the thing about Cyberjaya Lander. It's expensive and they are beautiful. No doubt. Right? It's so peaceful. Nobody will come and kacau you. But just that sub-sale wise, right? I don't think it's performing as they thought lah. That's my only concern about Cyberjaya Landed. Alexander Chong. I understand that with my current income, it is a bit challenging to own it. However, my brother is graduating soon, and instead of paying another 500 rental, he could contribute to the installment. Nevertheless, my parents would also help on the upfront payment, maybe a 20% ratio of the installment. So the question is, what's the budget range I should be looking for? And do you have any suggestion? Alexander, you got asked any question before me? Okay, wait I'm trying to understand Alexander's question. I forgot the first part of your question, Alex. I forgot the first part of your question. So, your brother is also graduating, so he will pay the 500. So, I'm sorry, I forgot the first part of the question. Can you put them together? Simon Lee, lawyer ma, drama king or queen? No lah, it's your profession ma. Joshua Chua, why the properties along LDP from Icon City to Paradigm Mall doesn't seem to attract more buyers? Paradigm Mall okay ma? I think Paradigm Mall okay. Just that, okay, the direct answer is the developers all had a wrong pricing strategy. That location, yes, it's premium, right? But the developers think it's more premium. That's why you can see Icon City, Sunway Serene, the Gamuda one called what? High Park, all still got stock one, all overpriced. It's just the same. Now usually I'm paying 500, 600 per square feet. Suddenly you want to sell me 800 just because you are that branded developer, right? Then I buy somewhere else. Because in that same stretch, you have existing projects, for example, like Plaza Nakalanda Jaya, right? Doing very well because it's the cheapest in that area and people can immediately relate to it. So it's very difficult to come back from a wrong starting price. For example, like now Sunway Serene is selling at this price already, or the High Park is selling at this price already. Now for new properties, I'm selling lower than the first price of the first batch of investors buy, right? Then you're going to be in trouble. I buy first batch from you, it's at 500 per square feet. Now you want to sell 400. Wow, then their branding department will die. Okay, so that's the challenge for all the developers in these kind of areas. Okay, it's just wrong pricing. Let's say your property, right, next to a cemetery or next to a sewerage treatment plant, very noisy to the highway, right? But it's 200,000 only, PJ. Would you buy? Yeah, I would. So everything is directly reflected in the property price alone. JC, hi Sean, you have seen and reviewed so many properties so far. Would be interested to know which are your top 3 and what caught your attention. In terms of which aspect, JC. So in terms of architecture, in terms of investment, in terms of personal preference, preference. I like all of them though. That's why I can review 100 of them. more than 100 already. So to be exact, it's at 280 visits, different properties lah. Don't have though. Don't have because it's a very different thing. Like in that, maybe I will categorize them in segments lah. So like for below 500,000, right? There are certain properties that is absolutely amazing. But if you take that to compare to a per square feet 3,000 property, right, then it's not fair. Then like oh, Sean only like all the expensive atas one. Then if I were to compare a Rumah Prima or Rumah Whip in consideration to Park Sky, right, then again it's not fair, because it's a totally different product. So I would suggest to maybe break down into categories if I were to really do it lah. Properties above 2 million, properties above 1 million, properties, yeah, maybe I would do that lah. But to me, she just struck an idea line in my head lah. So if I were to do like 2020 top choices, Sean top choices, maybe would you read this kind of thing? Like out of the visited ones, right? Then like Sean best visits, then you guys can start voting, right? From episode 100 to 200, which are your top episodes and why? Wow. Maybe I can do that lah. That I can do. Yeah. Great idea though, JC. Vin Law, hi Sean, regarding the MM2H, right? There's news stated that it has revised to 600 from 1 million. But an agent told me it's not implemented yet. Is that true? What's the requirement for owning MM2H? Okay. This is where everybody's talking about the HOC, right? The house ownership campaign that was announced but not gazetted. Meaning, right? Your boss tells the whole world, hey, it's 600,000. But the managers and the operation team, right, don't know what to do because you can just announce that we don't even know how to implement it, right? So that's happening. That has happened to the 600 one. So the whole world thought it was 600,000, but if you look for actual documentation, it's really nowhere to be found. Yeah, so that has been the confusion so far lah. But if you want to qualify for MM2H, that's their official website. Basically, you need to be of a certain age. Then you need to have certain amount of cash to be inserted in an account here. And based on that different criterias, some is you put in already 500,000, you can take out all of them 5 years later, or some is to just have a PR instead of so a lot of things. So MM2H is something that I'm getting into as well because a lot of questions asking about MM2H, and it's pretty tough because it's very, very subjective one. And it's not easy. Apparently, right? Like for Malaysians, right? I didn't know Malaysia is so hard to get in one. And a lot of people will like this place. So to me, I welcome everybody lah. Welcome to Malaysia and spur up our economy lah. Okay. So Vin, I think MM2H official website got a lot more documents on what you need to know on requirements. But the 600,000 one is just not gazetted lah. James Lee, how can you find time to do video review while working full-time with Makeover Guys? It's by waking up early. James Lee. So like now, I work out at 6 or 7, depending on the morning mood. So yeah, so by 6 or 7, I'm in the gym already. Then I usually will sleep around 12 or 1. But I don't push myself. So if I feel tired, I just go and sleep lah. And because of my job also, I don't have entertainment time. I don't have hangout time with friends. All my time is only for my family and very, very close friends. Yep. So it's so because I really cherish time a lot, and I try to maximize every day. Like it's like there's no tomorrow one. So if you look, then I would also add on to that, right? If you look into the production with the collaboration with other developers like the Sam W one, then like on my weekends, then like today again, today I didn't plan this session to happen, just because I feel like it. Even if nobody watch, right? If there's 2 person watch, but luckily not two, luckily got 200 of you all. Oh, thank you guys. Like, yeah, also I will just try to maximize every day without taking it for granted lah. So that's has always been my principle. And yeah, so time is relative. It depends how you use it. Because if you really track down what you use in your day, right? A lot of unproductive time, one, like the streaming time, like the Netflix time, like the newspaper breakfast, chit chat with friend time, or the football time. If you really like football, not judging lah. To me, it's basketball time lah. Like these few months, no NBA also lah. So didn't see anything. So like without NBA, then like I got no entertainment really. NBA and property is my only entertainment. Yeah, so yeah lah. A lot of people, so yeah, a lot of people ask me this question. Maybe I can do a video out of it. Thanks, Ray. Thanks. Good question. James Lee. Combo Fist. Technology Park Malaysia. Oh, TPM is Technology Park Malaysia. Wow, sorry, I this is like the first set of questions only. Okay. Jeremy Ling Keng Hu. Regarding the news stated to revise to 600,000 from 1 million. Has it started and limit to KL house? Is it? There's no designated clear communication piece of document. So nobody knows. Right, Jeremy? Azri Aziz. Hi Sean, can you make a review for Tuan? Tuan or Tuai? Is it Tuai or Tuan? Is it this one? Tuai? Right, I think it's Tuai lah, not Tuan lah. So I went because I had a chat with the CEO lah. So I think it's cool. Most likely I will do lah. Any properties, right? Low cost ke, high end ke, I pun semua buat. Akan buat semua sampai 1,000 biji. Daniel Chan, what are your thoughts on co-living? Will it thrive in KL? Co-living will be the thing, especially in areas where the rental is just too high, but job opportunities are in abundance. It's just like back in the days, right, where all uni students like myself, college students, right, a 3-bedroom apartment, we squeeze 12 people inside. So the bedrooms are really just for sleeping, and the living room, right, is for all of us to work and play together. So co-living actually works in a very old format already. Just that now, instead of 12, we put 6 and then all of them will have their own bed their own room But that would just bring down rental to an affordable range of the people surrounding. So instead of I rent out one unit, right, it's going to be 5,000. But if I were to break it into 6 rooms, right, then everybody like pay 900 only or 800 only. So it definitely will work lah. Okay, so Ben Solo, hi Sean, do you have a LinkedIn? Yes. Okay, cool fact. Cool fact, Ben Solo. I have. So for those like this is going to be the last few questions really lah. I have a LinkedIn, so my LinkedIn is pretty awesome also. Talk sendiri awesome. So Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Spotify, TikTok. So if you guys can also check out, if you guys are on TikTok lah, so you guys can check out my TikTok channel as well, or you can ask your kids if you have kids to check out the TikTok channel. So I'm making it a little bit more educational in TikTok instead of just all the this kind of thing, right? Or I'm trying to make it a little bit more educational, and some of the videos has exploded, went viral a little bit. That I'm excited about lah. So if you guys can also support the TikTok channel, that would be good. If not, Instagram is where all the more like. That's why I'm going based on different age groups lah. So like teenagers, like 25, 28, right? They like the Instagram page. So the generally everyone likes the YouTube channel. So that's more open to all. Then TikTok, right, is for people like 12 to 15, 18, right? They are asking me about real estate things really, which is like insane. Hey, I got my own house. Can I build myself? Ah? Wow. Like now the kids really no joke. Like 16-year-old ask me, can they build their own house? Yep. So I also have the TikTok channel, and the LinkedIn one is a little bit more professional lah. So there I will write a little bit more things. I will write in the mid because ultimately I'm very familiar with social media lah. So Spotify again is for when you jog, right? Or when you go wake up in the morning, you brush your teeth, you just turn on Spotify and listen to me rap lor. Okay, band solo. So I guess that's all. App Hardy, yeah, Spotify channel, iherng. Patois, hey, Patois. I never know how to pronounce your Patois. Okay, Patois. Okay. What is the SIMW series? So the SIMW series is the 8-week series where they invite me as a guest, as a property person who have visited so many different properties lah. So like between sub-sale and new property, between old township and pocket land development, between old address and new bare land, which one is like things and things that new buyers should know. So I will share my opinions on those. So every weekend, I've done, I think, my 5th show already. So there's 3 more shows left. It's a it's a great learning experience for me because like all this I do myself it's me, myself, and I all this while. Yeah, suddenly you have people shooting me. Wow, then you like feel whoa, not bad. So yeah, so it's an collaboration, and I'm very happy because right, property developers are getting more and more transparent about their things. They are willing to have a transparent person to go there and have a transparent conversation about their products. That is something that I'm very happy about. Oh, Ignatius Tan, yeah, TPM is the technology park. Yeah, also, I think there's a lot of upcoming developments there, but there's no concrete plans yet lah. A lot of rumors about there's going to be malls, there's going to be AI city there. There's going to be a lot of manufacturing plants there. I haven't seen any drawings yet. Most likely, maybe I stop by the local authority and see lah. Okay, so I'm going to go for last 5. Okay, last 5 questions. So I will just read and I see something exciting, I'll talk about it. Okay. Sim Wengi, how much discount a Lelong property is reasonable compared to market price since the rising higher as more process and other issue? Okay. Sim Wengi, if you need, okay, after 3 months of defaulting your monthly installment, the property will be auctioned in the auction market, right? It's set at 30% below market price for a start. So let's say it's 1 million, the owner cannot pay, so it will start in the auction market for 700,000. So if 700,000 first time up, no one like, then it will go another 10% lower, maybe 620, then maybe 580, then maybe 560. Then when it reach 560, right, suddenly a lot of bidders. And as a bidder, to register yourself, you need to put in a 1% bank draft. Then you and go into the hall lah. Then you go and angkat your papan lah. Then suddenly 560,000, right? A lot of bidders come. Then suddenly, let's say 20 bidders come. So 560, right? They auction and bid and bid and bid and bid, right? Suddenly it can become to 900,000 one. So not necessarily the end price, right, results in a minimal price. So okay, I've seen properties, right, 160,000. I went in 160,000. So originally it was 250. So because it's 160, okay lah, this one tok kong, I want to go in already. It bid until 320,000. So that's the beauty about auction, and that's also the scary part about auction. Sometimes when ego takes place, right, then there's these 2 owner 320, 330, 340, 350, 400, 410. Wow, then like ego already. Yeah, lor. So as a new person, as a new buyer, right, I would suggest to keep away and stay away, because one simple thing a lot of people don't know one, maintenance not included, which means let's say you get your unit 400,000. Yeah, but you go to the maintenance office, the previous owner outstanding amount for maintenance is 40,000. How? Because what auction property, right, you need to pay already upfront 10%, 40,000. Then you pay all the lawyer fee and ding dong ding dong. So you spend like 60,000 already. Then you need to spend some money to actually get your unit open up, locksmith open up, go into the unit, clean the unit, right? Then okay, you want to go to the local authority, you need to go to the maintenance office. What? Oh, 40,000 in terms of outstanding maintenance fees. Okay lo, pay lo. Need cash on my maintenance. Takkan credit card look mate, cannot ma. Pay ready, never mind. Why my no TMB meter when outstanding 5,000? So all this will happen in an auction unit, you know. That's why it's called as is basis. So what you see is what you get. What you see is what you get. So don't, sometimes if you're not experienced enough, stay away from auction being your first property. I don't understand why people will still. You can get more discount on a sub-sale or a new property in comparison to an auction property. Auction property is really for those people who really, really know their game. Okay, after 560, whatever they bid, right, won't make money one. And I have connection on the data on whatever outstanding balance I need to know already. So a lot of homeworks are already done before I go into the auction hall. Okay. Wow, what a question. Number two. Vincent Tan asks, hi Sean, is JB property still worth buying for investment? Seems like JB properties are oversupplied. Thanks. If you look into data, high rise above 600,000 are oversupply, because generally local JBians, right, do not buy apartments more than 600 to 700,000, because they rather buy a very good looking landed. So all those above 800 and above, right, for the high rise properties, right, all are stuck, and they will be stuck for very, 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 very long. Just because there's no reason for people to be based there. So there's no drive for population increase. Like, why would people want to be based in KL? Because, like, just a simple saying, all graduates in Malaysia, right, all the IPTA and IPTS university students, right, once you graduate, what's the first place you would think that you will go and look for a job? It's either KL or PJ only. Two places only. And that's why I'm very, very fortunate to be in this area as well. That's why our rental returns are amazing. 5 to 6%. So but if you're into Johor, right, why would a person go to Johor when Singapore is already so near? Since I'm going to be abroad anyway, so like a KL person, why I want to move to JB, right? For a job that I can easily get in KL. Number one. Number two, why don't I just go another 1 kilometer deeper and I get ×3 rate? Since I'm staying abroad anyway, right? Hence these. So last time, all the dreams of Madini, Iskandar, going to be the next future city and all, worked really, because they bring in all the universities, they bring in all the Legoland, all the Putri Harbour side, all the business they try to bring in. But when Forest City came, habis. When Danga Bay came, habis. Oversupply straight away. Because we are so used to one apartment, 500 units, 800 units, already a lot, right? We already think as Malaysians is a lot. When the China developers came, they changed the game. They changed, like, where one launch in like Danga Bay's Country Garden, right? The entire development is at 10,000 units, one go. How? Straight away flood the market. It's like Samsung and that. J J1 to J12 phone, different phone. So 300 got phone, 400, 500, 600, 700, 800, 900 to luxury, all Samsung model, or got iPhone, one model only. Now got a few lah, but you get what I mean. No? So it's really just generally flooding the whole market. Okay, so that's my take on JB investment. That's question number 2. A Jeremy Lim Keng Hu, your boss can give renovation discount to you. Oh, that one definitely lah. So that's the perks of working with the makeover guys as well. And what I'm trying to do is also to share whatever I learned from there to apply to you guys lah. So a lot of people are not very sure of cost for renovation. A lot of people will come to us sometimes like, I got 8,000, what can I do? 8,000 can get one sofa, or you can get half a kitchen cabinet done. Unfortunately, not everyone has the privilege to renovate their house most of the time, right? So I've shared this as well on the live session last weekend. If you have opportunities to learn from, where I renovate 3 houses before, indirectly that means, right, you own 3 houses before, only you can renovate 3 ma. So if this is my first house and I don't know anything, right, and it's like kind of like the wedding syndrome. Oh, again another rule, not bad. Wedding syndrome. Okay. Wedding syndrome means not everyone gets married a lot of times, right? That's why a lot of people will overspend in their wedding, because they assume it's their first time and the only time in their lifetime. That's why spend only, spend one time only ma, right? So unfortunately, that created a thing where people overspend on their ID as well. New house ma, your own house ma. How many house will you stay? One time only ma. Spend. So they just lost track of their money lor. And when they see wow, their sofa so nice, buy. Wow, the bed so nice, buy. Then no more money already. Then kitchen not furnished, the ceiling not furnished, no lights, no fan. Yeah, so that's a pretty common thing that we see. I see every day in the makeover guy's office. That's why we are trying to educate as well, right? So me being the branding manager as well, so we try to educate everybody on how expensive are things in renovation. If you think the makeover guy's cost is expensive, right? Try doing it yourself. Really, like you go into the kedai perabot, the kedai electric sing whatsoever, right? Not cheap one if you try to do it yourself, and then you need to spend all the time designing yourself, getting people go and coordinate between suppliers. Hey, where are you? Hey, where are you? Hey, rental permit not issued. You talk to maintenance lah. Then how many day offs you want to take for your work, right? Because I came from there, I totally understand. When I was working with the developer, I get this unit on my own. I need to curi keluar because not enough lift. Whew. Right? So all these kind of things we are just all trying to address and really hope to educate as well. Okay. Okay, question number 4. Question number 4. Lucky landlord. If I have 1.5 million budget for investment, would you suggest a condo in Mont Kiara or buying a commercial property somewhere like a shop lot? What gives better return? Assuming shop lot in hot area. Shop lot no. Assuming it's in a hot area lah. So shop lots return is not tied to 5 to 6% on. It's going to be like 12-15% easily also got one. But the possibility of it going zero also got lah. Yeah, so it depends on your risk appetite. You want to go big, lose big, or you want to go okay, win okay. Okay, so last question. This one a little bit interesting. Thai way. Hi bro, thinking of building my own house. Talked to a few consulting firms, 1.3 million for 3.5k square feet. But also viewed a newly built one that took 900,000 to build. What gives? I keep saying normal quality is good enough, but none of them thinks that 3.5 can do below 1 million. Okay. Uh Thai way, right? Thai way. So I think I covered as well. Got one, buying your own house, buying a new house or building it from scratch lah. Again, this is a cultural thing. Like to me, after I built so many houses with the developer, right, I will never want to build my own because it's so troublesome. There's so many parties, number one, and the amount of effort, unless you really, really want to build your own dream home, right? It's not only about money, it's the amount of communications breakdown that you will face, right? And cost will always overrun, then different expectation between different consultants. Then because you are an individual client, consultants will always want to serve developers first because like your one 3.5 square feet, 1.3 million, right? The consulting cost is like how much? 3% is like nothing only in comparison to a GDV of 300, 500 million. Your one is 1.3 million. Same effort, yeah, same effort because now you build one house and you want fully customized But if I were to build a landed development, right, I built like 4 templates, built 200 units of them. Efforts almost the same. That's number one. So you won't get as much attention from consultants, but I assume they are professionals. Then let's not talk about it. Number two, the amount of effort to communicate among them. If you are a time poor person, you have a big business you need to manage, right? Will you want to spend more time in dealing with all the shit or not? Because like a bomba not approved lah, the sewage treatment, the sewage point is not there lah. Then we terkena the cable lah, a lot lah, because you need to know everything anyway. Then building from scratch, you will have a lot of issues. That's not even down to construction yet. So like the type of foundation you need to decide, the type of furnishing you need to decide, what type of wall you need to decide. Yeah, me just thinking about constructing my own house, right? I'm already sweating already. No joke, literally, I'm already sweating already. In comparison to that, you get a 900,000 property. Because maybe they were built in bulk. That's why I cherish property developers and actually because if they are not around, right, the amount of effort to go through just to build my own house is, well, you really got to go through it to believe it. That's why we have like a team of 15 people just to build one development one sometimes. You need to go through 18 different local authorities, agencies, and sometimes all the requirements as well lah. It's just so stressful. But what are the returns? If you get a 900,000, assuming like a 900,000 property, right, you have another 700,000 to correct it to what you like. And then I will just deal with one person, an ID designer. Okay, ID designer, 700,000 I give you. I want to change it to my design. Can you do it? Can. So 700,000 to an ID designer is a big account. You have all the attention that you want. And basically, if you just don't tear down too many things lah. And I assume it's a landed, so you just work with whatever that you have. It's way easier than to build from scratch. That's all I'm saying. Because a lot of people thought constructing is one thing. Going through the process of getting approval is another thing. Then after renovation is another thing. Because like sometimes like you didn't really pay attention to how the building was built, then later keep leaking or your electricity keep tripping. Who are to blame? Yourself. If I were to buy a project, right, I can always blame the developer. That is something that I will do lah. Right. So I think third way, that I hope that answers, and that is my take on the issue lah. Okay. I will definitely go for existing pre-built ready building, and I will do it my own instead of like building it from scratch lah. Wow. Okay. So I think that's all, everybody. Thank you very much. It's like 2 hours and 15 minutes already. Thank you very much for all that leave your comments, right? So like Nick, Joshua, thank you so much. Royal, thank you. Justin Hor, thank you. I sorry didn't get back to your question. Okay, so Yisin, thank you very much. Andrew, thank you. Yeah. So I guess that's all. Good night, everybody. Happy Monday. For those who prayed, right? Yeah, I want to go back to work during MCO. Right now, you get really your dreams come true. You get back to work already. So there will be more videos coming up this week, and I'll try to get the Prima housing episode up this week lah. So it's going to be around Thursday or Friday, and I will see you on the weekends again. This Saturday I will be in live session on Subang Jaya, because Subang Jaya is getting their city status this month, so that's exciting as well. So yep, thank you very much, and see you guys on the next one. Stay tuned. Do subscribe and share the channel out. I really appreciate it. Bye.